Can you kick that one on, please? Thank you. Good God, that helped a little bit. God damn it. Where in the fuck can I fucking seem to find this hole? This is a football. Oh, this fuck. Howdy, y'all. Fred and the Machine. That's half the fun. Especially when you're old and blind. It becomes just that much more fun. Oh my God. I said, oh my God, not oh my Seamus. Oh, baby. Might have a little something to do with the fact that I've got a cow laying next to me that I can't move closer to my needle. I gotta move. Yeah.
Poor Patches.
I know, right? She's just little. Daddy's picking on her. I can't see it fucking day. I'm blind. Oh my God. God damn it. I'm used to working with them industrial needles. These little fucking stitch needles suck. You can't see a goddamn thing.
Blame Patches.
I'm gonna blame you.
Nope, Patches.
Mister, I got you a sewing kit. The only damn thing you do that's broken.
That was definitely my fault.
I noticed.
Definitely
Like,
my
what
fault.
the fuck, dude? Oh my God. This is enough to piss off the Pope some days. Why can't I hit this hole?
Pat just keeps farting.
Well, sometimes there's just a little minuscule fucking piece of thread on there that guides you away from the hole. If you don't hit it the first time, you're bound to grow another one. And it just gets ugly. There we go. So that works. I've already got my shit cut. Now these are the liners. Basically, they don't have to be pretty. They just got to be big enough. Fuck that one up, didn't I? Alright, notice I just folded that under. I'll take this, shove it the fuck up in here. Get everything situated where it belongs. Open your bag and line up your materials where you want them in the end. Make sure your fold maintains about the same damn width all the way across. Clamp it down and begin. And then you go all the way around the bag that way. Sewing these two pieces together. And when you come to the end, we're taut. You usually have about an inch or so overlap. Too small. A lock stitch in that, just a couple of stitches. Then when you're done, they look good and professional like. So you can see the seam now. You can see the seam. Looks nice and professional. You got to trim the thread up. But I mean, as far as it goes, that's the inside of your seam there. It looks like a nicely done store-bought bag. And shove that down in there nice. Pull your fabric up, tie yourself off. That looks like a pretty bag. Pretty bag. And repeat until you're done. So about 30 of these to do. We sewed most of it up the other day. Put the foam in it. This here's generally the easy part. It's been raining all day here pretty much, by the way. Almost all day. I'm glad I didn't break out the kiln. I'm going to try to blow a little bit before we leave here, though. At least I can sew. Listen, it's still raining. Raindrops. Same as Days. Oh, it's supposed to rain about now. Been raining all day. The forecaster sucks. Whatever program or channel, weather channel you got that from. Gaming bags. comes back with a vengeance. Still drives the bone up in here too.
Take the world, boy.
Sure beats hand stitching. I've done that number before. Oof. My first batch was pretty much hand stitched. I didn't have a machine. Couldn't figure out how to fucking thread it. When I got one, We got a couple done. So how was y'all's hump day? Mine went pretty well. I made soup. Made a lot of soup. Got some sleep. Lauren, Daniel, everybody. Good to see you. Not very exciting, just sewing some stuff. You've also done hand sewing. Hand sewing's no fun. Not unless you're into it just to do the sewing. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you try to make some money, hand sewing ain't the way to do it. Just saying, it sucks. When you're trying to make that money and all you got is that hand sewing shit. It's like, fuck me. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you need a sewing machine, huh? I just in general try to keep a sewing machine on hand now. When I first started doing this shit, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I had taken home ec in middle school, but I didn't pay too much attention to this sewing class. I was in there because I already knew shop, and all the girls were in home ec. Come on. Bad daddy. I used. I already knew how to put a car together. So how's your new laptop?
Good.
Does it do does it do your Minecraft and shit?
Probably.
Oh, you don't even know.
I've decided, well, it definitely will, but I've decided not to just fucking fight with that tonight.
Damn, I'm shaking everything off the table.
Yep. Even pieces.
I was just kidding at first, and I realized I'm actually shaking everything off the table. Yay, we're having fun now. You got music pounded? Nice. See, we should probably accommodate Seamus's acquisition, his new laptop, so we can do some Rumble. Bink. Knock you out and take your laptop, boy. Next thing you know, we'd be rumbling. fuck me. Seriously though. That's my favorite part of sewing. I just broke a needle. Crunch that bitch. Oh my God. Well, those are THC pills. Where are my needles, boy? Don't make me beat you. Where to put my shit? This is Patches' fault. I'm gonna put these in the finished pile anyway. Put all the other bags. Done. Oh my God, where's my needles? Boy! Oh my God. Where's my needles? I think I know where they're at. I know. Breaking a fucking needle. How did I break a needle, boy?
Because you're bad.
I got you. That's probably it. What the fuck did I do with my sewing needles?
Bet you threw them on the
It's
ground.
been so fucking long since I've seen them. I have no idea where they're at. Oh shit. Shit, fuck. They're not in here, but I'm gonna look anyway. They're not in there. What did I do with my fucking needles? Oh my God. I put them somewhere clever. That's what I did. I put them somewhere fucking clever. Oh my God. Do you see how that works, boy?
No.
Don't put anything anywhere clever ever. God. What did I do with my needles?
Threw them on the ground.
I must have. Ah. Oh. Is it? It looked like needles.
It's not that there's not brown. It's that there's not green.
Oh my God. I can't believe they're not in the machine. Why are they not over here where they should be? Why are my needles not in the machine where they should be?
Patches.
Oh, I'm gonna kick her. Aha! To make room for Pollyanna's hair clips. That's why I'm blaming Polly. Damn it.
Once again,
machine
actually
thing.
works. Oh, it doesn't.
Why would I not put them in the machine? In the actual machine I'm using for fucking selling. Why would I not put them in the machine? Where did I put them all clever and smart like that? Huh? What did I do?
So green. What two it should be canceled?
Found your sewing kit, but that ain't got a single fucking sewing needle in it. That is not helpful. Oh, yeah. Singer, thread. I've got thread in here. Thread.
One yellow and a green. Yellow and a green.
I know I went out and special bought like
Okay.
2 packs of needles. 2 whole packs of needles. What was that? That wasn't that long ago. What the hell did I do with them? Is this? Nope, that's super glue. Son of a bitch! I found the super glue.
No,
But
no red.
God dang it. I could have swore there were needles inside this thing for some reason.
No reds or greens.
This is completely here. Oh, this crap. What is that? Sprout bunker.
Bark almost. This one's almost. This one got the heart and heart. They're all one away. Has to have a brown. That's it for the
Son of a freaking bitch.
green and yellow, right?
Oh,
Bad Daddy.
boy.
Why'd you break your needle?
I, you know, Fuck off.
You fuck off.
Where the fuck are my needles? Get your fucking lazy ass up and clean my kitchen, dude. I don't give a fuck. You can clean my kitchen. You kidding me? Go to it. Look up here for
Chica stole your spot.
I know. What the fuck, man?
What'd you lose your needles for?
I don't know.
Why did you blame Chico?
I don't even know how the hell they got this missing.
Blame Chico. I think he ate them. Either that or it's cow farts.
I'm looking in all my little clever spots. And it's scaring me.
He hit it in the ultra clever spot
Hit him with the ultra clever spot.
that he doesn't even remember.
Fuck me, man. Yeah, McNasty. I mean, like, move all that too.
No. Throw it all on the ground.
For sake, boy.
Well, who's the one that makes the mix? You. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
You make the mix.
You got one job. Keep this corner of the world clean.
This isn't my corner.
And if I get over here digging around this corner and see shit like this,
This ain't my corner.
I may just have to beat you
I thought-
with Chico.
I thought this was your kitchen.
Pick that little motherfucker up like a rag doll and beat you with it.
I thought this was your kitchen.
Oh, Chico. It is. I expect you to keep my kitchen clean.
Why do I have to keep your kitchen clean?
You don't have to, but you like to eat, don't you?
Why don't you do it? If it's your kitchen.
So I do every fucking thing else. How's that?
I don't know. I don't know. You just stream all the time.
You know what they do? You know what they do to dogs to get out of hand, don't you? They put it on their balls for it.
And I throw your jelly beans out the window.
I catch you throwing jelly beans out the window. Oh, wait a minute. What is this bullshit here? Dude? Oh my
Fucking
God.
getting to it.
No, you're getting to that. But that's
Because
okay.
it's in the way. It's over there.
You gonna yell at me? We're gonna fight? Chico, you're in trouble.
Look at it. He's scared. It's a predator. It's a predator.
Hey, Chico.
It's your natural enemy. Anything that's not you. It sometimes even include you, Chico. Poor Chico. Everything's his natural predator. It's true, isn't it? Everything's Chico's natural predator.
I found my de-stitcher. I got my tweezers.
He's gonna find a fucking threader before he finds his needles.
I had a bunch of needles. I don't know where the fuck any of them were.
Put them in one of these drawers.
No, I was just looking at one of those twice. I'm looking in this one for the second time.
It's Chico's fault.
I think it might be.
He must have eaten
It
them.
might be time to eat Chico.
He must have eaten them.
Fuck me. Spank a baby.
0 damage.
Look at that. Dude. I should kick your ass. There's no reason that entire thing shouldn't be shiny every day.
Chico.
I gotta get
There
over
is a
here.
reason. It's Chico. Look at him.
Well, we can have him for dinner tomorrow.
Bam.
That'll end.
Bam!
He's just a little snack.
Man, Danny. Eating Chico because it's what he does.
What the fuck, dude? That's it. All bullshit aside, what'd you do with my fucking needles,
It was Chico.
Chico?
He looks guilty.
He does. You look awful guilty,
He
Chico.
always looks guilty, even though we're just blaming him on stuff.
What'd you do, Chico?
Look, he looks so
What'd
guilty.
you do with my needles?
He's like, what did I do? Oh
I'm gonna sit down here and talk to you about it. Look at him. He's like, oh God.
no! Oh God! I did something wrong. Please, I'm scared. Fuck me.
Waggy tail bitch. What'd you do with
Chico just looks so guilty. Chico, you need to stop looking guilty for everything we did. We told you.
I think Chico stole the needles. Oh,
That's it.
poor little booger head.
Hugging patches.
No, he's not. So, I guess. Oh my God. What? What would you do, Chico?
The daddy.
He's all around trying to give you kisses. I didn't do it. Chico, kitty. What are you doing? What are you doing, Chiquito?
Pinky.
I know Seamus did it. He just blaming you.
I mean, you can't blame me. He looks so fucking guilty.
You do look awful guilty, don't you?
He looks fucking guilty.
Sit up and give me the lap. Sit up and give me the lap. He's so deedy. He just wants to play. Yeah. No, I didn't do anything smart like that.
What?
Put him inside the machine.
No, he's smart enough to do that, apparently.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Chico, What'd you do?
I bought 2 whole packs of fucking needles.
And lost them in an instant.
I know as soon as I pack up the machine, they'll figure out where they're at.
As soon as you
motherfucker
shut
back
down the
out.
stream, out the machine. Oh, there they are.
Oh, there they are. That's how it works. I've broken my only needle that I can find.
Existing.
Hey, John, how you doing? Head ringing loudly. I haven't looked at your shoe, but I'm betting it's probably slightly sparkly.
The fuck do you do with your needles?
We need to roast a marshmallow. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna find it. What do you think?
I think beat the game.
I think you hid them from me.
Mm-hmm. Because I knew you were gonna sew tonight.
See?
Think it bad.
Are they up there? Fuck me. No.
Let's see.
I don't think they're in here either. I've never seen them.
Fuck me, you just put them up there thinking they're a fucking ingredient.
He's down here for the dishes too. These likewise. And the 3 plates I found over here. This thing could go for a good washing too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Most importantly, though, where the fuck did you put your needles? I think that's the most important question. Where the fuck did you put your needles?
You want to bet they're outside in that compartment somehow?
How in the fuck?
You know? You want to bet?
No, not really. No, I'm gonna very much question why in the fuck they're there.
Well, because they're not anywhere I would sensibly put them, obviously.
So you threw them out the window into the compartment. Hey Chico, you moved back into where I am. But
They're definitely not in the most clever place I could have put them. All right. Well,
bad daddy.
I suck ass. Just to let you know, I suck literal ass.
Fuck. Bad.
Did they get in here somehow?
Found Polly Pirate Pants. Not helpful. Thread. More thread. Fucking needles.
So it has to be the
Needles.
one.
Nope.
Both of these are bad. This one's half. This one's half. This one's partial. This one's coins. Either of these.
Yeah, I actually officially suck. I don't know what the fuck I did with them.
Now I'm gonna have to buy new needles.
Red.
Alright. Yep.
There's actually multiple of these.
I remember I bought them at Christmas when we were here.
Then you're bad.
And they sat right here forever. And I don't remember what I did with them when I moved them.
Clearly, you were bad. You can't be any blues or brown.
Obviously.
Purple. Purple's greens and yellows. One of these two, I'm pretty sure has to be together. Wait, no. We'll finish this. This can also do it. Actually, it would have to be this. For this to be completed. And then there's no more. Actually, that just eliminates your yellows.
Alright, well,
And
they pretty much have to be outside at this point. Son of a bitch. As soon as it broke, I knew I was done. I was like, son of a bitch.
Bad did.
God damn it.
It's a green. Bam.
Who? I'm blaming you. You touch your keypad.
It's Chico's fault. Look at him. He's so guilty.
He does look guilty.
He's
I gotta
so,
give you that.
so guilty.
He looks guilty as fuck.
No matter what the fuck it is, he always looks guilty. He's the perfect person to blame it on. He just constantly looks guilty. It's just Chico.
Well, thank you for the use of your space.
For as little as it was.
For as little as it was. You got what, 4 or 5 bags done?
I know. Dude, fuck your game.
Throwing things around. Can't have that. Throwing things on the ground allowed.
I moved.
You quit.
How you doing, Wolf? Trying to figure out what the hell I did with my needles. I had 2 boxes of them. I can't find them. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is the adult. No, it ain't. I was going to say tomorrow's the adult Easter egg party because I'm so excited.
I think you got that one confused.
Tomorrow's
My computer Friday.
Tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, we were expecting your computer in 2 days. I don't have to wait for your computer. That's good news. Check space weather. I can't. I don't have my computer hooked up on the ready here. Glenn made a special egg for me. Now I'm worried. I think this is going to be a fun day. We're doing it on Saturday. I made soup tonight from that roast I made yesterday. God, man. Shit was good. I ate me a big old bowl with some fish. Or, they ain't fish, they're turtles, little cheesy turtles. I found a box of cheesy turtles. I was like, man, those are cool. But they go good with the soup. It was good. It was real good. I was going to go hang out with Glenn a little bit. We did a little bit of work today. And then it got to be nap time. And it's been raining ever since. So I haven't even made it out of the RV since this afternoon. I fell asleep after I ate a little bit of dinner, and I was like, fuck, man, I need to get up and sew these bags. Well, Shay was supposed to rain all day tomorrow, too, so I ain't going to blow no glass tomorrow. Might get some in on Friday. I don't know what the forecast is like. I'm going to have to get some new fucking needles. Can't find my... I got 2 boxes of needles. I'm thinking I might want to go outside and look in either that compartment or that compartment. I think they got moved up to the front compartment for some reason. I can't remember why, but I think they're up there on the outside. I know they ain't in here. I just looked everywhere. Fuck. A little box of needles that big, man, it could disappear for a month in this thing. You wouldn't think it's just a little RV. You know, you wouldn't think you'd be able to lose something for a fucking month. It happens. I'd be better off just getting some needles. But yeah, we'll be heading up to B and Angels Sunday, Monday. Gonna get the points on this thing. And that shock absorber ordered. Lauren's one of my favorite people too, Marshmallow. Oh, is that your nephew? Okay. Your back's killing you. Tell you what, you need to get you some Delta 8. My back stopped killing me about the time I started using this shit. Cheers. He's Seamus's age. Yeah, that doesn't make him all bad. Why, Kurt? You're only 18. You should take it easy on that back. You got a long life ahead of you. I yell at him every time he goes and tries to lift the damn generator by himself. He's like, "You do?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've already got that back." He doesn't need one that young. Yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand. Wisdom comes with experience and fucking up an awful lot. Yeah, you're tall man. That's pretty tall. 6'4", 6'5". Fuck, see, now I'm getting tired again. I put them things with my gas masks. Son of a bitch. No, they're not with the gas masks. I just had the thought. I've got small stuff in there, but none of that. It's gonna bother the shit out of me until I find my fucking needles. Yeah, Seamus had that same problem. He was trying to hang himself coming out. Kids. What are you gonna do? It's gonna bother you too. Uh-oh, now I really gotta look for him. Fuck. Damn it, Lauren, I don't know what I did with him. Yeah, he wouldn't come out. They had to emergency C-section him because the doctor was a fucking idiot. That's the only reason. I'd only seen one birth other than him, and I knew something was wrong long before the doctor did. There's no way they're in there. Yeah, they were. He kept coming out and then going back in, coming out and going back in, and I was yelling, "There's something wrong. There's something fucking wrong." He keeps going back in. I ain't never seen no shit like that. It's like he just foop, keeps going back in. Well, the umbilical cord was at the end of its fucking rope. He wasn't coming out that way. And the doctor kept trying to get Kelly to push because they push. I was like, that bitch is pushing. And I was yelling about the monitors because I was watching the fucking heartbeat of the baby and it kept going down. And then the fucking nurse finally looked and yelled at the doctor, and then fucking everything fucking went crazy. As soon as the nurse started yelling, fucking they started throwing everything on top of Kelly and rolling her out of the fucking delivery room into the emergency room because they were ready to cut her. Seamus came out blue. Then they tried to turn it on Kelly because she had THC in her system. Said that they were trying to blame her for smoking pot. DSS came in there and bitched out the nurses hardcore. it was pretty funny, but yeah. She said, you're turning this girl in for marijuana use while you got her sitting here on a morphine drip. It's literally how she started the conversation. I was like, oh, fuck. She said, have we not checked these patients' fucking records for their fucking recommendations? And fucking sure as shit, they were in there. She's like, you're violating the law. Started in on the fucking nurses. Yeah, they were trying to cover their tracks by fucking framing her up for fucking using pot. It's like, dude, fuck all y'all. That's the difference between DSS in a legal state and a non-legal state. They know their fucking rights, and I was happy for it. But yeah, he came out blue. And the only reason was because the goddamn doctor was an idiot. Before she was going into labor, and she kept telling the doctor, I feel like something's wrong. She said it feels all balled up in there. And the doctor kept telling her, oh, no, never mind. And she wanted an ultrasound. And they wouldn't give her an ultrasound. Kept saying, no, it's too late for that. Dude, if they had gave her an ultrasound, they would have seen the cord wrapped around his fucking head. But yeah, that's what you get when nobody listens to you. When your doctor doesn't listen to your patient, you get fucked up shit starting to happen. Yeah, I almost beat the fuck out of that lady in her own office the next day, too. The only reason I didn't is because I couldn't physically get my hands on her. This big motherfucker got in my way. I was a little bit younger and a little bit more angry back then. But yeah, I wanted me a piece of that bitch. I was gonna waylay her. I really was. I was gonna hit the woman first. I was ready. I was in there to fucking harm the woman. Her little bodyguard was a little bigger than I was. Yeah, you call it what you want. A woman. I was aiming to deck a doctor. I was just gonna do it. That's all there was to it. I was pissed. I was very pissed. Well, the whole situation, dude. The bitch was very fucking uppity, and it was her fault he came out blue. She wouldn't listen to me. She wouldn't listen to Kelly. She wouldn't listen to anybody. She listened to the nurse after the nurse screamed at her, Doc, I said it's time. Because she had to say it 3 times. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. That was 20 years ago, and he's fine. I was in a state. I was in a state, I'll tell you that, man. I was really concerned for Seamus at the point. His first couple days was touch and go because of that shit. And I was really fucking angry. And she knew it. So she had her bodyguard ready. Lucky me, I think. Yeah, Daddy Bear was about to fuck up. But I didn't get to beat up the doctor like I had intended. It was thwarted. She probably had a good lawyer too. Yeah, good for the nurse. Good for Seamus. Like I said, it came out all right. I got a different doctor. Seamus turned out okay. But yeah, I was really upset at that bitch. I'd still pop her in the eye if I ever saw her walking down the road. I don't think she'd recognize me. God dang it. I haven't met too many doctors that aren't, although there are some of them out there that are good doctors. But I mean, I ran into a doctor one time when Seamus was 3. He was in the hospital. They had him on this fucking stool softener for adults, and the parameters said like 8 hours max for a grown adult, right? They had him on that damn thing for like 11 hours, and he looked like a basketball. And I took the fucking feeding tube out, and the fucking doctor wanted to throw a fit. And I had gotten the script that comes, or all the script that comes with the medicine from the pharmacy of the hospital. And I'm sitting there reading it in the PR lady's room, and the doctor interrupts me, starts talking about, well, you going to believe Facebook or something you got offline and this, that. I come alive on the bitch. I said, bitch, I got this out of your fucking pharmacy. PR lady, she didn't appreciate the doctor's attitude either. So, that was Children's Hospital too, that incident. I know a couple that I trust, too. Just a couple. But I trust with verification. I'll tell you that. It's I've always double checked medications and all that shit, just procedures and stuff with usually the hospital's actual pharmacy or some shit like that that's legit. Because I'm not a doctor, and that's, but over time you get to know what's going on. After a while of a lifetime of fucking dealing with doctors, you should probably keep on top of what they're doing to you. I learned that at a young age when I ended up sick in the hospital from their fucking painkillers. And the doctor, the staff thought I was an alcoholic because my liver kept shutting down. And the doctor actually verbally said something to me, finally, about it. Like, man, you got to stop your drinking. You're coming in here every 6 months with a shut down liver and you're too young for this shit. Well, that was my opportunity to let him know I don't drink. So he started flipping through his pages and said, well, maybe it's some of these fucking painkillers we got you on. What? Came to mind? You're making me sick? Yeah. That's when I started distrusting doctors. I realized at a young age, I am going to have to fucking make sure any and everything that goes into this fucking body is approved by me, because these motherfuckers are going to kill me. And I have always been very paranoid of doctors. Always. Since then, I always question them. And I'm glad, because I'd probably be dead and he'd be dead 3 times over. Yeah, Vickers, that started me right there down that path. I realized that you can't just trust a guy because he's got on a coat and he's got a degree. I'm going to have to do my own homework on this, on all of it. And yeah, if you don't, you could die. That's all there is to it. Always a good thing. I would say you definitely need a second opinion. I had issues like that. I blindly trusted the doctors when I was in the Navy. I thought they knew better than I did. I was pretty young and dumb. I was about Seamus's age, right? Yeah. Yeah, Vigorous. It's the best way to live your life is look up facts as you go. You can't trust somebody just because they tell you to. It doesn't work. It doesn't work very well. Yeah, I also realized that too, Lauren. I learned a lot when I was like 19, 20. I learned a lot about trust. I didn't have much trust in the first place, but yeah. That's when it really started hitting home. You just can't trust people because they're in authority. I'm glad he did, Lauren. Good parents. I stopped a fucking big ass fucking air bubble from going in Seamus when he was young. Fucking the nurse fucking let it go, man. I was sitting there looking at these little bubbles and I realized they're not little bubbles, they're just little droplets of water in a big bubble. I stopped that shit at his wrist. Yeah. Yeah, Seamus was sick with something when he was 3. And I think it was the allergic reaction he had to the MMR vaccination had set that off, making him sick after the fact, after his seizure fit. I mean, it was like he had seizure fit for fucking 3 hours and then he was sick for like 3 days in the hospital. Yeah, the MMR vaccine. He had a reaction to it. Yep. Yeah, MMR. The MMR vaccine. Yes. Well, that day, the doctor, it was a lady doctor, had brought out like 10 or 12 on a big silver tray she was going to give him because he was way behind on his schedule. However, the head doctor of the clinic in Fresno, and I had already talked about his schedule, and that's why he was behind on the schedule, because I didn't want to give him shots when he was so young. I wanted to hold off till he was about 3. And when I went in there to give him his first rounds of shots, she wanted to catch him up. I was like, no, there's no any of that. I said, we'll give him the MMR today because I'm familiar with that one. I've had that one myself. I'm the one that chose the fucking one to give him. And I only let him give him the one. And he got one vaccine in his life, and it sent him into a fucking seizure fit for 3 hours. And scared the fuck out of me. And then he got sick for 3 days after that. He was sick as a dog. And they had him in Children's Hospital. And I started fighting with the hospital. It was fun. Oh, yeah, I remember. That was the only time he's ever been sick in his life, too. And then until he got the appendicitis, that was the only time he'd ever been sick. Yeah, he's never had another fucking vaccination. I'll tell you that. He's never had another vaccination. Not one. That was when I started putting him in public school. That was a little bit of a sore spot, but it wasn't as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. I don't know. I didn't have much problem with it. The school nurse would say something every year, and I'd say something back to her, like, fuck you. If you don't want him in your school, then kick him out. He's not getting any shots. And that was pretty much my response every year. I did work. I didn't tell anybody anything except for the nurse that gave me shit every year. If you want to take him out of your fucking school, do so. I don't care. He's not getting a shot. I'm not signing your fucking papers. If you want him out, you're going to have to make the effort. And she never did. So that was just my whole solution to it. Fuck you. I don't really want him in your school anyway. I don't like your school. I put him in here to learn to get along with people, and he's found friends. I could have took him out then and been just as fucking happy. So, yeah, she never took him out of school. She did. Every year she'd come up and tell me about it. She told me the last year something like I forget exactly what she said, but basically she said your bullshit isn't going to cut it this year. You're going to have to fucking do this and that with paperwork. I told her where to shove her fucking paperwork. And he finished school. So, like I said, she never pulled him out. Yeah, he can find friends anywhere. And he'd already had friends he'd met at school, so we lived in the same town. What the fuck's going to stop him from seeing the friends just because he's out of school? Yeah. She came at me that last year like she was going to do something. She didn't. I guess she never did. So, and I never filled out paperwork for his ass either. Like, fuck you. He ain't taking any. You say he had a fucking allergic reaction. I'm not going to fucking do a religious or medical or fucking any of that. I said, you know what you can do? You can fuck yourself. If you want to take him out of this fucking school, do it. Look at me like that. Yeah. He never got another vaccination, I'll tell you that. And he's healthy as fuck. Look at him. He's healthy as fuck. I'm the one that gets sick. That little motherfucker eats blueberries and has a good immune system. He did get appendicitis though, but that's not exactly a virus that you catch or something. It's just appendicitis. But yeah, that's the only other time he's been sick in his life. Yeah. He got sick from the MMR, and then he got sick from fucking appendicitis 15 years later. He never had no ear infections. He didn't have any of the fucking typical fucking children sicknesses. He'd bring me home the flu from school. He might have a cough or some shit, but he never really got sick. So I did a couple of times while he was going to school. You do, Vigorous, and especially if something has happened. I mean, there wasn't nobody going to change my mind. I'm not going to sit there and fucking watch my kids seize out just because some stupid fucking nurse wants to give them a shot. That's just not in the fucking works over here, you know? And yeah, I pity kids that don't have parents that will stand up for them because nobody will. Nobody. Who's going to stand up for your kid if you don't? You know, the nurse. Your kid's going to end up a statistic. Yeah, Lauren. In retrospect, I mean, I've been vaccinated for everything that crawls on this earth. Way more than you have, because I was in the military and going around to different places. Every time we'd get close to somewhere else, we'd have to line up and get more shots for that region of the world's odd diseases that we might run into. And, you know, none of them fazed me. That's all I can say. I just plugged right on through everything. I didn't even think about it. I knew I didn't want him getting a bunch of them because I had looked into it that much and found out that these soups are not good for kids. So, and I had decided to not get any of his shit at 6 months and a year. And I waited until he was 2.5. He was almost 3 to get his fucking MMR. And yeah, I'm glad I did. God knows what would have happened if I'd have done it sooner or let him have a soup, you know. And I've never let him have another one. Once you got a reaction to one, I looked at it like penicillin. He'll have a reaction to the other ones. Yeah, you get a lot of shots in the government. You get a lot more than what you get in school. If you're out traveling around, they're going to shoot your ass up with all kinds of stuff. It never affected me. So I was never really worried about it until it happened. And I mean, to a point anyway. Like I said, I saw some warning signs of not to do that, not to do that. And I figured I got by those hurdles, he'd be okay. Bam, went right into a seizure, dude. Freaked me out. So yeah, I really didn't think it was going to hurt him. I really didn't. And I thought I was doing the right thing. And I even picked out the fucking one to give him. Fucked up enough as it is. She was trying to have babies, huh? She lucky she didn't have 8 kids like the Octo mom. She was on fertility drugs. She had 8 kids too. That's crazy shit. Fucking in my bowl. There's my bowl. No wonder it in my drawer. It wasn't in my drawer at all. Oh man, I'm gonna have to break up some weed. Gold dust. Yeah. Cheers. Hi, Charmaine. Mm. That's all right. You didn't miss much, Charmaine. I'd sewed like 5 fucking bags and broke a needle. Doing all right. Can't complain. A broken needle. And I couldn't find my other needles. So now I'm just kind of sitting here bothering y'all. And getting high. Thank you, unnamed friend of mine. I've had this fucking bag for like 6 months. I'm almost done with it. It's been like the longest bag ever. Yeah, I took most of the time looking for needles. Sorry. I know I've got 2 boxes of needles. Look, I'm looking again. I'm going to go fucking right over this. Where's my fucking needles? It's like a junkie. Oh yeah, I know. I spent a lot of time looking for the needles. I knew where they were, but they weren't there, were they? I was like, what? I don't remember doing anything with them. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I've done. Something stupid. I'll find them and be like, why the fuck would I put them here? 6 months down the road after I've bought another pack of needles. Fuck. You don't need them too often. And what would be the smart thing to do? Leave it in the machine. Why is my box of needles not in my machine? You know? Rode hard, put up wet. Use my magnet. I'm get my magnet all up, everything starts shooting at me. Found my needles. Ouch. That's more like it, vigorous. My human is going to spike on them fucking needles about 2 a.m. I know. Because those needles should be in my machine. If I wasn't worse than stupid, they would be in there. But no, I'm clever. I've put them somewhere that was clever. God damn it. Oh, I have plenty of pins and needles. I just have no sewing machine needles. I think I know where they're at, Judith, but they're not really accessible right now. And it would be ridiculous of me to go outside and look. They should be in here in my machine by all rights. But for some reason they're not. Or maybe several reasons because they're not. I may find them. I may have to go to Walmart and buy myself a new pack also. Let's not discount this possibility. They don't cost much, they're just a couple bucks a pack, about $4 or $5 for a pack of 5. They're really cheap. But I had bought 2 packs just in case I lost one.
And you lost
Fuck you. Yes. Yes. I've lost both of them. He's fast with that shit. God dang, boy. Start throwing shit at him. Kids. Glad got some green. I've had this green for months. I just stopped smoking it in Waxahachie because I was so fucking paranoid and fucking every time I turned around the goddamn cops was fucking at my window. I didn't feel like fucking poking the bear. So I stopped smoking it completely. But I'm back on my bag of thank you, unnamed friend of mine. That I've had for 6 months now. I am almost to the end of it, though. I've still got a little bit of my homegrown to mix up. That shit is pretty flavorful. But yeah, all in all, I'm almost out of weed. I'm fucking happy I found Delta 8 and used it. Thankful for Amy for introducing it to me. I'm gonna miss them girls. They're fucking cool to work with, man. I couldn't believe I can't say I've been here. I haven't run into the asshole yet. Guess what? I ran the asshole at work. It was the boss. Fuck me, man. They had been warning me too. He's an incredible asshole. He's an incredible asshole. You're not gonna believe what an asshole this guy is. I'm like, nah, man. It's just the boss. Everybody's boss is an asshole, right? This guy's special. He's fucking special. I'll tell you. I was impressed. He was definitely an out of control asshole. I was like, well, okay, that's in every aspect of everything. I was like, damn, dude. I'm glad he did come now rather than 2 or 3 weeks from now when I have more glass on his shelf. That'd have been a bitch to get everything in the RV without breaking it. Yeah, if he didn't want me to leave, he went about it the wrong way. I'll tell you that right now. Jesus Christ. That seemed to be his main catalyst of getting angry because we was not following his instructions. His busy part of the year this month and next. And I'm like, I can't help that. I can't help that. When I met you, I was on my way to Philly. I'm still on my way to Philly. I've told since day one, 4/21 is my last day here. That would have put me more than halfway through his busy month, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm out of there early. Fuck him. And yeah, at this point, I don't see myself going back. Maybe if he's not there to hang out for a day and say hi to the folks I used to work with while we're at court for shame as a ticket. But I mean, like as far as working there again, I don't see that ever happening. Yeah, and that's why I think that happened that way, Vigorous. Creator can't have me holding on to that in the back of my head because it's not going to. Things are going next level. You're not wrong. Things are going next level. I got more important shit to worry about. Speeding up. Yeah, it seems to be speeding up a little bit every day. They're starting to roll themselves over with a bus pretty good, getting people all foamy lipped, angry. A lot of people spewing rhetoric of rising up, rising up. I keep telling you, that's what they want. That's what they want. They want you to rise up. Don't do that. I'd much rather see us do a peaceful sit-in, not let them in their little cubby holes. Make them face the light of day, so to speak. But there's too much confusion and anger out there. That's not the way it's meant to be. Obviously. Just keep giving out the truth as what you can. We'll curb it as much as possible. Shine your light. Those who look will see. But yeah, this is coming. And it's going to happen. No, I didn't. I don't usually tap on links because it sends you all into permaspin. And as much as I'd love to, you guys go into permaspin, just sit here where we're at. It's not very good reception. Ramped up confusion and deception, yes, man. I'll tell you what, as soon as you stop hearing that it was an accident and it was done for money, and you see me standing in front of a fucking congressional hearing, then you know it's for real. As long as they keep this fuck up and bullshit going, guess what? It's exactly what I told you it was. They're going to roll over their own people in a manner that's going to piss everybody off. They're going to make you think that they did this for money. The very day it happened, the reason it had to happen that day, I mean, they'd already released the shit a long time before they locked us down. The only reason they did it on that day, and they held it for that day, was because of what they needed 2 weeks later. And it wasn't the butchers that got sick. It was the fact that we would run out of meat. Our fucking food was reaching a critical point of people will notice in the grocery stores. Does that mean famine hit that day? No. That means there's going to be enough of a fucking notification that, oh shit, Wendy's had to stop selling beef in certain locations, and that made the news. They had to have an excuse for that in place. Things are worse now than they were back then for beef and chicken and eggs and milk and all kinds of fucking things. But we have trains derailing all over. We have war with China. Can't get to China's on lockdown all the time. Can't get our imports. So they're fucking up the whole supply chain to make it look like, oh, it's just the supply chain. It's not. It's not the supply chain. It's exactly like I said they would do. They would blame themselves. They would acquire the supply chain so they could blame themselves. They're doing exactly that. They've acquired the supply chains. That was the first thing he did. Peacetime acquisition. Whoosh. All of a sudden they started making GM make death machines and shit. was like, holy fuck, dude. I might have been wrong in the fact that I said, oh, okay, they're going to take control of the supply chain of the food. I didn't see them actually making that grandiose of a step. But I still don't think 99% of the American public understood what a peacetime acquisition was. To this day, I don't think they understand. Yeah, they're still blaming. I mean, they blame Joe. Let me tell you something. Trump did this. Trump signed it into law. Everything you see, Trump signed it. He signed it. He's the one that fucking initiated this shit and put us in this goddamn mess. Joe can't even tie his shoes. Trump has the fucking capability to make a right and wrong decision. That's my stance on it. Joe Biden is a fucking empty eggshell, and people are pulling his fucking strings and making him dance like Humpty Dumpty. Trump cognitively knew what he was doing. Preppers are hoarding. You know, Lily, that's probably a good idea. Get you some food and water on. Some people, looking around, if you're looking around at what the mainstream is shooting at you, it's inevitable. We're fucked. We're fucked on every angle. Every angle. The banks are going to collapse. The food supply is fucked. Our fucking supply chain is fucked. We are poking the bear and China. We are fucked. We are fucked. I don't care how you look. If you fucking look around, we're fucked. And that's how people are fucking seeing one thing at a time and putting their fucking interest in. I'm looking at this whole picture being like, look, this is exactly what I said was going to happen. They're going to do this, get us civil unrest. Fucking here comes NATO and the bombs. Or UN and the bombs, not NATO. Well, what caused the food shortage was the GMO engineering the corn to go hermaphroditic at one candlelight. They knew we lived in a three sun system. They knew Ra was coming in behind us long before I figured it out. And they had been fucking GMO engineering that crop to die when he got near. They GMO engineered famine into the script. For years, it died from Colorado to China. All Monsanto fucking GMO crops died at 2 foot tall. Didn't produce fucking grain for our animals. Then it started getting so bright, everything else started fucking getting fucked with. The wheat this year, the fucking grasses that grow in the field, they're not able to feed the cows anymore. So they took and sold off all our fucking livestock to the butchers. We had a bunch of meat for a while, right? Well, yeah, there were some baby cows, but you're not going to replace that much meat. They don't have the grain. Again, they don't have the grain to feed these animals. That's why your chicken food is not working. They're using filler. They don't have the same proteins in them and the same grains that they had because the grains died. They knew that it was definitely engineered. It was planned. It was on purpose. Absolutely. But it wasn't caused from preppers. hoarding food. It was caused by a conglomerate set up against us long before I figured it out. They've been working on this for a long time, since Constantine fucking wrote that goddamn script. Rightfully so. That's all that good shit. Well, this is the book playing through to 12, and it hasn't been all that impressive. Honestly, like better productions in a small town theater. All right, Charmaine, you have a good night. Get you some rest. I've literally seen better plays in small town theaters than what I'm looking at on the world stage. You've got everybody running around confused. Well, not everybody's confused. That's all. Don't feel bad though. They sold out the Elite too. Like I said, their bunkers are bunk. I looked into several of the complexes, and the construction will not uphold to what's coming. And some of the people, I'm assuming, taking those tickets are smart enough to figure that out on their own. I would hope. But I don't see massive dissent. Matter of fact, I haven't heard one. Not one. Not one fucking person all these years. Not fucking one. You think you would, wouldn't you? Those. I agree. Well, you and I get to see the light of day when we go close our eyes for the last time. They won't. We will never see the light of day again. They go in them holes. Yeah, I don't fear anything. I feel sorry for some people. But I'm not afraid.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. Including death. We know it doesn't catalog our fucking soul prints I could go down 1,000 points if it wouldn't be happening. This wouldn't happen. That would. We're individual magnets, and even though we are still entangled, it's no different than when we're alive. That magnet's always entangled with the universe. Poor Lily. You got cracks in your hands from this winter. My hands used to do that because of the dry and shit. I haven't had that problem in the last couple of years. I don't know why. Used to start in the thumbs. And the inside of the thumb and start peeling and cracking right in that area. It doesn't happen anymore. It hasn't happened the last couple of years to me. Grateful for that. When your hand just cracked up like that, yeah, definitely ladling to the rescue. I just thought of that. I have not had that in the last couple of years. Thank God on that one, because I was getting it bad here in Colorado specifically. I was the first couple of years I was in Colorado, my hands were doing that to me really bad. I don't know if I was just acclimatizing to Colorado or what happened. Hey, Tamale, how you doing? Doing well. Doing well. Too much gardening. That would probably help. Wearing your gloves when you're doing your gardening. Yeah, I've been freezing. Yeah, I've been freezing with signal. So I'm fixing to go to bed anyways. Got a busy day ahead. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. I was gonna, I don't know, probably pull it out Friday and we'll blow some glass. You buff bad too. I'm spot out for you. So, anyways. Yeah, I hear there's a big cold coming across the country right now. You got chilly here a little bit. It's so chilly tomorrow too. The plastic gloves give you wrinkly fingers. It might make it worse. Yeah, I'm fixing to go to bed. Y'all have yourselves a good evening. It might be spiking, man. I was feeling it today. It's terrible, Tom. Like, that's messed up, man. No thanks. Damn. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Stay warm, too, if you can.